Good morning. Welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. It's a beautiful day here in Alabama, and I hope you're having a good day where you are. I want to share a recipe with you that is not hard to do, and it's even kid-friendly, I believe, because I think most kids or teenagers like Mexican food. And this is not spicy, but it's really good. You can double this recipe if you wanted to, because it's just as easy to put together two of these as it is one. And you could put one in an aluminum pan and put foil over it and freeze it for a later time, or you could take it to a friend if you wanted. But this is called a taco, a taco casserole. Now I know there's lots of different recipes out there that's taco casseroles, but this is just one that I'm going to share with you, and have a friend who made one last week, and I heard it was just the best ever, so I'm going to get that recipe and I'll share it one day also. But you start off with a 9x13 pan, and I sprayed it, and then you cook rice so that you will have 2 cups of cooked rice. Well, you know that is 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. And I've done that. It's ready, and I'm going to put that in the bottom of my casserole dish. Rice is not hard to cook. Someone asked me one time, how do you cook rice that's not minute rice? All you do is you put the amount of water that it calls for. I always put just a little salt in with mine. And then when it comes to a boil, you add your rice, bring it back to a boil, turn it down on simmer with a lid for 16 minutes. And my rice turns out great every time. But if you can see, what I have done is I've just covered the bottom of the dish. Put this over to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I took 1 pound of ground beef, and I took a small onion or a half of a large onion, chopped it, and I browned them together. If there was any grease, you would want to drain it, but I had bought lean green beef, and it didn't need to be drained. To that, I'm going to add, it would be a half a packet of taco seasoning, but I always buy the large container at Sam's, and a packet equals 1/4 of a cup. Well, since this would be, I don't want it too strong, so I just put 1/8 of a cup, which is about 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to take a can of diced tomatoes with green chilies, and I buy mild. You know, a lot of recipes call for Rotel, and I've put that on my recipes before, and a lot of you didn't know what Rotel is, and it's just the brand name of this, but this is a Walmart. So I'm putting that in there. 1 can of whole kernel corn, and I drained it. And the last thing is 1 can of black beans, but you're to drain them and rinse them. So that's what I did. And now I'm just going to mix all this together. The beef and the tomatoes and corn and black beans. All right. get this back over here. Oh, I've got to add salt. I'm going to have a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. And I'm going to add 1 cup of cheese to this mixture. This is a half cup measuring, so I'm going to put 2 of these. You can grate your own cheese, but I have to leave for radiation in a little bit, and I wanted to do this kind of fast. All right, now we're going to pour this on top of the rice mixture. And I'm just going to spread it out. And now I'm going to take a half cup more cheese. So the total amount of cheese is 1.5 cups. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to sprinkle it around. Y'all, if you like guacamole, make some of this and make that and some pico and have some sour cream, and so good. But to this, I'm going to cover it. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Now, this will go in the oven for, it says 25 minutes or until it's hot throughout. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in my oven for 25 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, this cooked for 25 minutes. The cheese is melted and it's good and warm. Now, we're not about to eat it because I made this early, but I wanted to just show you. It's just a rice. I think it'd do better with a spoon than this. Let me get a big spoon. You know, if you wanted to have this on a bed of lettuce, you know, chopped lettuce, it would be, I think, perfect. Can you see? That's just a taco casserole. And tonight, when we eat this, of course, I'll reheat it. But Harold likes sour cream. I like guacamole. And we'll add some green onions to it then, and it's just going to be good. Y'all, I don't normally read you a lot other than a verse. But this morning in my devotion, it's Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. And for today, listen to what it says to me. And this is written as if Jesus is talking to me. It says, this is a time in your life, in my life, when you must learn to let go of loved ones, of possessions, and of control. Ooh. In order to let go of something that's precious to you, you need to rest in my presence. Jesus says, I need to rest in his presence, where I'm complete. Take time to bask in the light of my love. As you relax more and more, your grasping hand, trying to hold on to control or whatever, trying to control your children, will gradually open up, releasing your prized possession into my care. And you know, our prized possession doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's something bad. But if we're trying to control everything and not giving it to God, that's not good. He goes on to say, I'm the same yesterday, today, and forever. As I release more and more things into God's care, remember that He never lets go of our hand. So, in the bad and in the good, just let God have control. Y'all be salt and light wherever you go. Jesus is our only hope. I'll be back soon.